Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the show. And here's Hugo, Hugo Montgomery Mountbatten Veneto there, the king of the land that time forgot. Anyway, we're not talking about cantankerous T-Rexes today. We are actually going to have a look at the answers for the competition of guessing what watch this was. It is a 1963 Timex. I actually bought two. One is for a friend and one is for me. I haven't decided which one I'm going to keep, but I'm going slightly more towards this one, which is the one I wore in the video. There was a ton of fantastic guesses. So before we get into this video, let's have a look at the results. Finn guessed very close with the Merlin demonstrator, very close indeed. A lot of vintage Longines. Robert says Gerard Perregaux. I wish it was. Sucker Free said Timex Viscount. Junghans there, another Merlin. Let's have a look. Let's see who's the first person to actually get it. And it is Benny there, Timex 1963, absolutely. So I'll be sending you out a prize. Benny, get in touch with me. Let me get your address. Email me, theurbangentry@gmail.com. All one word. Just ignore the auto reply and I'll send you out a prize. Let's see. Somebody said an Omega Genève. Very good guess, but not quite. Another one, Seamaster there. Adrian said Seamaster. Let's have a look. 1950s Amiga, very good guess. A Timex Electric, Christopher said, very close indeed. Tissot, let's have a look. Seiko Cocktail, possibly. Oh, here we go. Alex, Timex 1963, absolutely spot on there. So Alex, email me, I'll send you out a prize, a little prize. Elgin, Larry said Elgin, close. I can see why. I can definitely see why. Who else? Anyone else said? Georgie there said 1967 Timex. Very close indeed. Vintage Seiko 5 there. Sammy there, Sammy, I'm probably butchering it. He said definitely 1963 Timex. Absolutely. You get a prize, my friend. So email me. And he also said, I also seen Chef's Table on Netflix. It's a fantastic series, isn't it? Who else? Vintage Longines again. Vintage Zenith. I wish it was as vintage Zenith. Actually, we're going to cover Zenith very soon. Official Party Channel said Timex 1963. Again, spot on. You get a prize as well. Email me and I'll get a prize out to you. What else? Let's have a look. Anybody else get it? JLC there. Let's see if anybody else got it. I think that's about it. 1950s IWC. I wish it was. JLC, Zenith again. Vintage time. Definitely vintage time. Brandon, you were very close. Tudor Prince. Timex. Yep. Lofty got very close again. Let's have a look. Atlantic World Timer, very good guess, guy. Very good guess. Not quite though. Any others? Hamilton Instamatic, yeah, certainly looks like one, but the Instamatic's far bigger. This is only 34. Oh, Bo Bradley, there you go. 1963 Timex. I think that's about it. Do we have any others? Any other takers? Going once, going twice. I think that's about it, guys. I don't see any more Timex 1963s. Well, that's what they are. Well done for everybody taking part. I'm really impressed that so many guessed correctly. It is now closed, so don't try and put the correct answer in now. But yeah, anyway, there we go, guys. There we go. Timex 60. That's it. I haven't decided which one to keep. I quite like, I think I'm going to go for this one. Anyway, guys, that's the competition. Let me know your addresses and I will send out prizes as soon as possible. Let's roll the intro and get on with today's show. Hi guys, and welcome to today's show. You join me here early Monday morning. It's drizzly, it's raining, it's absolutely ghastly outside, but I love it. I don't know if that's just a London thing, but I do adore rainy weather. I don't know why, but anyway, wristwatch check. I'm wearing the little digital Casio stainless steel version of the iconic F91W. I can't remember the reference, but I will be including this in a video very soon. I absolutely adore it. It's fun, it's affordable, makes me think of the 80s, and I'm wearing a bright pink shirt. I'm in that 80s mood, so I think a bit of fun, and also so comfortable in the light, you just don't even realize you got it on. Anyway, today we're going to be discussing watch straps. I've got a new selection. It is autumn now. Well, it's about to be autumn soon, so I thought I'd do another strap video. I haven't done one in absolutely donkeys, so let's get into this video. Today we have quite an impressive selection of straps before you. Something I hope for everybody. Now, as we move into autumn, I like to wear more leather straps, you know, because it's not hot and sticky and humid. You can really enjoy a wider variety of straps. In the summertime, you know, I'm predominantly on NATO straps, rubber straps, even the odd bracelet. However, autumn is my favorite time of year. Not only can you dress up sartorially, have more fun because you can have jackets and all the rest of it, and nothing brings more fun, elegance, pizzazz, style, and even refinement to a wristwatch like a beautiful leather strap. Now, before you, we have a really wide selection, all different colors, more kind of conservative to the more flamboyant, different styles, different patterns, all the rest of it. But one thing I have tried to include is something of all budgets. So guys, even if you have the most affordable timepieces or really high-end luxury pieces, you can get a really cool experience with some of these suggestions. So we'll start off with the little visor date here in the corner. This company was actually brought to my attention by my Facebook group, and this is a company called HNS. They basically take the standard NATO strap, the famous Ministry of Defense standard NATO strap, and they throw a kind of trendy twist on it. Really colorful, flamboyant designs. I really had to stop myself from buying a ton of them, but I went for this. This is called their tropical flower pattern, and it's a little bit pricey at $17.50, but the quality is there. The printing is really nicely done. I'm not sure if they're all identical or the pattern is slightly different for each NATO strap. That's something you guys will have to figure out. But I thought it brings an extra bit of fun to quite a conservative piece, the Tissot visor date here, with its little 1930s logo and its 50s style curvaceous case. It brings a bit more of a fashionable aesthetic to this quite conservative piece. I love it. I think it's fun. They have a really wide selection. I'll leave a link down below in the description. It's not going to be for everybody, but I do think it brings a bit of pizzazz, a bit of vibrancy to this piece. And this is the 20mm width version. So G10, everything is as you'd expect. The total length of this strap is 280mm, so 11 inches, and that will fit medium, larger, and the small wrists because you could just thread it through the loops. Signed it, I'm not sure if you can see that, but they signed it on the buckle as well. It's also nicely stitched. We have stainless steel high polish buckle and loops, and the thickness is about, I would say it's about 1.2 millimeters, so quite thick, but at the end of the day it is a NATO strap. Very an imaginative twist on it, and I like it. I really do like it. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but something different, and I thought definitely worth bringing to your attention. Next we have an Italian company, and this is a very affordable option. This is the Ostrich strap from Morolato, and I've decided to put it on the Tissot because the Tissot has a kind of old world charm, and I have that same connotation with Ostrich straps. I don't know why, it's just something Maybe it's just me. You can see that they've signed the buckle as well. I've actually featured this in videos before. This is very affordable. This is about $24.99. Now, of course, it's not real ostrich. It's just ostrich pattern, but it is genuine leather. And I've worn this quite a bit. I really enjoy it. I love the bright orange color. It's got a slight gleam to it. It's a matted finish. It's not glossy. It's a very busy dial with gold there, and I think the orange complements it nicely. They've even stitched it with orange thread. Tapers beautifully. I think the buckle is either 16mm or an 18mm, but it does taper beautifully. I love it when straps taper like that. I think it gives it a more old worldy look and a little bit more refined. And I think being a more matted, a bit more understated, it has a lovely texture, by the way. Look at that texture. And ostrich is not for everybody. It's got these kind of little bobbles, which make for quite an interesting texture. But I think really works with this particular watch. This comes in a whole bunch of colors. You can get black, you can get, I think there are greens, but have a look at the website. I'll leave a link down below. This is from Milano Watch Bands, another eBay store. You might be able to find this on Amazon. I'm not quite sure, but they have a substantial presence and watch store on eBay. So incredibly priced at only $24. I think it's an absolute bargain and a really fun way to bring a zhuzh up and bring a bit more excitement to a vintage, or well, this is not vintage, but vintage inspired piece like this. Okay, moving on, my little Oris Moonface, the big crown Complication, and I've put this on a DeBeer lizard grain leather. This is the short version. You can get two lengths of this. There is the short and the long version. I love the tactile feel of this, and this is the Havana short version. Now DeBeer, as you can see on the back, let me just show you there, they are made, handmade in Paris. This is made from fine Italian calfskin leather, beautifully embossed. The detail is exquisite. It tapers also very nicely, which again I think brings a bit more of a refined look, especially to another vintage inspired piece. This is very 1930s, especially with this coinage bezel. And also, it being a moon phase, it's a very dressy piece, so you want something a bit more conservative. I think it's quite a busy dial, as you can see, and I think the leather complements it, especially this grain, perfectly. I went for brown. I think you can get a black, which I've featured before on a previous video, but I think the brown just brings a little bit extra flair. And actually, if you see on the dial, not sure you can see in the light, but the applied markers are a rose gold. I think the brown plays off very, very subtly done, but hardly notice it, but I notice. I notice these things. So I think that really complements it. You can see handcrafted lizard grain. Beautiful, beautiful strap. And the more you wear this, the more it gets a greater personality, in my opinion. It's quite thick at 3.5mm thick at its thickest point. It has a kind of padded center and then thinner towards the edge. Back is a beautiful suede nubuck lining, which is really nice, and it's moisture resistant. So this is extremely comfortable, even more comfortable than the Morolato. The Morolato is very nice, but funnily enough, I think the DeBeer is a little bit higher in quality, and the DeBeer is actually only $19. This strap is $19. I got this one from Holborn's. There'll be a link in the description, as with all the other. I can't remember the total length. I think it's about 105mm, and it has a semi-gloss finish. I think with a dress watch, especially something as delicate looking, it has that quite an ostentatious design, you know, with all this cathedral hands and multi-textured, you know, with the guilloche pattern and all the rest of it. I think a semi-gloss is fine. Even a matted would have been fine. You don't want to take away too much attention from the beautiful design of the dial, which is what this watch is all about. I think it complements it perfectly. So as I said, a bargain at only $19. Quite unbelievable, really. I really like DeBeer. I've got a lot of their straps in now, and I'm really enjoying them. So that is an 18mm, but you can get it in various sizes. That was a 20, and that was a 20, by the way, as well. Anyway, moving on, what is next? The Breitling Navitimer. Now, the Breitling Navitimer, as you guys, I'm sure, are all aware, is a big aviation piece. And Breitling have incredible high-quality straps. So the strap has got to be something pretty good. You know, it's quite a tall order to compete with Breitling straps. I did have a beautiful Colareb on this particular one before, but I decided to go for this Hadley Roma. Now it looks almost black, but it's an extremely dark, it's even beyond navy. And this is from Hadley Roma, and this, funnily enough, is only $21. I got it on eBay. This is the MS 907, and it's padded. It's quite a thick one. I think it's about 4mm at its thickest point. But it's a big watch, so it needs something quite thick. And in fact, the Breitling straps are very, very thick indeed. It doesn't taper, which I don't really like, but it wears extremely comfortable. This is, of course, is a croc-grain, so it's not genuine crocodile. We have two genuine crocodiles coming up next. The pattern they've done is really, really good. I love all the vein details, beautiful navy blue stitching to complement it, and I think it's such a busy watch. I like to dress it down a little bit, so I think, you know, the Breitlings, they always have bright white stitching. I think this time this is going a little bit more understated. It's still got a semi-gloss to it, so it still pops a little bit, and that blue complements the blue of the dial, but at the same time it still allows the dial to really pop. You want the attention on this stunning watch, really. So I think it works together quite effectively. This is, of course, genuine leather, and the construction is very, very nice. You got stainless steel buckle, of course. I might actually buy a Breitling buckle and switch it out. I know it's a bit finicky. You don't have to do that, but I just think to really finish it off, it might really work. Very, very comfortable, and being thick, especially on a skinny wrist like mine, it just holds the watch up in a very comfortable position. I find it quite secure feeling. It has it's quite reassuring, you know, so I'm very, very happy with that. $21, you can't complain. You really can't. It certainly looks more expensive than it really is. So outstanding Hadley Roma there. So I really love this combination and enjoying it. And just look how it glistens in the light. It's only until different lights play with it that you notice it's actually a dark, dark blue. Right, moving on. Now these two watches have the same maker strap, only difference being the color. Now I'll start with the red one. These are genuine crocodile straps, so this is actually genuine crocodile, which is phenomenal for the price that I got it for. These go for only $49. Now I know this may seem a bit expensive, but the texture, the look of it is phenomenal. And there we go, genuine crocodile written on the back. Now, my only complaint about this particular one, this was supposed to be red, but as you can see, it's slightly pinkish. I'm fairly comfortable with it. I would have preferred a deeper red. It's from Watch Parts USA, but this is actually a company called Swiss Tech. Here it is. I wanted a more of a deeper red, really, but it still works beautifully with gold, especially yellow gold. It has quite a regal appearance. It's very rich. It's got a high gloss finish. It's padded at the center. I think it's about 3mm at the center. Construction is beautiful, really well made. And they've even included, not that you need it on the day date because I have got a holds case, but it has a little, like a bolt action. So these are very easy to switch out. So for yellow gold, I think you can get some very vibrant colors. It brings a more luxurious quality to it, more kind of opulent. It's a little bit more ostentatious, but this is a watch that you strap on the evening out, you know. And actually it brings a lot of attention to the watch. It really makes it pop. Being so gold, especially with the linen dial, I think this really works. I would have liked it to be more of a deeper red, like a maroon. If they had this in maroon, I think it would be absolutely stunning. They have a purple, which is very regal, obviously purple being a colour often associated with royalty. They have a black, they have a dark chocolate brown, but my favourite has to be this green, and it's an emerald green, and look at the way it plays with the light. It really does look like crocodile. You can see the difference between faux crocodile and real crocodile. There you see. It's all in the detail. And what's amazing about genuine crocodile is that when it's worn a bit, you see here where I've threaded it through, it gets even more kind of texture to it. It's very rich. This green really complements the dark ink black dial of the Seiko. I think it works tremendously together. It makes a $400 watch look, you know, like a $4,000 watch. It really pops. It tapers slightly, which again I like. I think it goes from about a 20 down to an 18. The buckle is just a standard steel buckle. On the inside we do have a beautiful suede leather that has a very soft, I mean, wearing these straps are some of the most comfortable straps I've ever worn. These are phenomenal, and for $50 you're getting genuine crocodile. I can't think of a watch strap manufacturer that can beat this at all. I mean, really stunning quality. Handmade in Italy. Italians are really famous for this. You get so much for your money. Quick release spring bars, handmade in Italy, genuine crocodile, beautiful high gloss finish. It looks expensive, it feels expensive, but it isn't expensive, but it makes your watch look expensive, which is what it's all about. Really stunning. They have matched the stitching as well, which is a really nice touch. So red there, it was a pinky red, and then a green there for the green. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with these. As you can tell, I bought two. Contemplating getting the chocolate brown as well, maybe, but we'll see. So moving on, what is next? Next we have a beige Perlon. Now this is a watch that I entered into a competition a few days ago. This is a beautiful little vintage Timex that I bought for, unbelievably, for only $30. It's a small one at 34mm, but it's a vintage piece, so that's the size of its day. However, for me it wears beautifully. Now it has this kind, it's not really yellow gold, it's this very rich sunburst dial, this kind of beigey gold, beigey yellow gold, and I've matched it with a Perlon from Wrist Candy Watch Club, and I think it really works. Now Perlon straps are more suited for summer because of this. If we look really close up, it's basically threaded Perlon together and then makes this kind of mesh, and this is very breathable, excellent for summer. You can get these wet, swim with it, absolutely no problem. But I'm wearing it really for the aesthetic. I feel that this color matches a dial like this perfectly, and it brings a kind of, I don't know, a certain elegance to a watch, especially an understated color like this on a dress piece. I wouldn't put a Perlon on a dress piece, on all dress pieces. Some dress pieces I think with, like for example the Oris, probably not, mainly to do with the moon phase, but something like this, I really feel it works. This is a very stylish watch, and it looks more expensive than it really is, but it's a very classic in its styling, and I think the Perlon brings a little bit more of a modern twist, makes it a little bit more casual, makes it, you know, you can wear this with jeans and a t-shirt and it would just look gorgeous, you know, very stylish, trendy, and modern with the Perlon. It's a great way to kind of modernize. It's fun, and Perlon is great. The fibers that Wrist Candy Watch Club use are excellent. They have a really good buckle that you can adjust the length and get a really comfortable fit, and of course because it's threaded you can poke the little, I forget what it's called, but you can poke it through anywhere, and you get a fantastic fit. If you feel it's getting a bit too tight, you can just expand it on the fly and get any fit you want. This is about 1 millimeter thick, so very, very slender, and also you got that advantage of, like a NATO strap, it threads through both spring bars, so even if you get a spring bar failure, the watch is still attached on the other spring bar, so it's actually quite practical as well. I would wear a Perlon on a diver if I was swimming with it in summer, although I haven't had time to do that this year. But anyway, it's a synthetic fiber that is extremely durable. It does have a little bit of an abrasive effect. It is a little bit scratchy, but you get used to it. And amazingly enough, only $11, so an absolute bargain as well. So this watch was $30, $11, $40 $41 for the whole thing, and you can't go wrong, can you? You can't complain. Anyway, going from a $41 watch to a $5,000 and rising watch, last but by no means least, we have my Pepsi Rolex, and I've put it on a Colareb. I could not do a strap video without including Colareb. They are my favorite luxury watch strap makers from Italy. It's a family from Italy, really nice people. You can buy them on Holborns, or you can get them straight from their own website. I'll leave a link down below, of course. This is the Hadley Roma, the distressed aviator blue, quite fittingly for this watch, being one of the most iconic pilot's watches of all time, obviously. All handmade. Every single strap is slightly different from the next, because it all has its own unique distressed look, and they get even more distressed the more you wear them, which is just fantastic. They just beg to be worn. Lovely, chunky, thick straps. Just adore them. With little stitching detail. They taper beautifully. Matted buckle, just absolutely gorgeous. With kind of off-white. The stitching is kind of off-white to give it that vintagey look. Very rich and beautiful to touch. You really get a tactile experience with these. I just adore them. And you know, the more worn they get, the better they look, and the more personality they gain, I think. 3+ millimeters thick, but they are sturdy, and they really help to, if you've got skinnier wrists, they kind of hold the watch in place. It's a very reassuring feeling. Now, Colareb are manufactured, I think, in Tuscany. The company's from Rome, which is also close to my heart, because my father's from Rome. All handmade, like I said. You get these beautiful, thick keepers that help to keep the tongue firmly in place. They really take a long time choosing carefully the quality of the leather, and the underside is very soft and supple. After a while, you'll see it naturally curves and just hugs the wrist beautifully and becomes accustomed to your fit. They're extremely comfortable. You forget you're even wearing them. They're not heavy despite being so thick, but I like that reassurance. And the price of these are unbelievable. $66. I think the quality for a luxury strap, I mean, I can't think of luxury straps that are under $100 that can even compete with the quality of Colareb. And I think it just suits a classic watch like this perfectly, and especially the aviator keeps the theme going. This particular strap is designed specifically for pilot watches. In my opinion, it's superior to a lot of luxury straps on the market that are priced twice, 3 times, even 4 times as much as Colareb. They're unpretentious. It's all about quality. It's not about marketing. You're helping a family-run business. They are wonderful to deal with. Any problems, they'll sort it out. Not that you'll get any problems, but their service is second to none. They also have fantastic watch cases, and I just love Colareb. I've loved Colareb for over 2 years now. I've just been enjoying their straps, and you cannot get better quality straps for the money. You really can't. This is a 20mm version, by the way. Oh, I didn't say that was an 18mm. Those are 20mm as well, probably mentioned. But anyway, I'll leave the links all down below. So fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Anyway, those are my strap recommendations for autumn 2016, going into winter as well. But I'll probably do another one closer to Christmas, because they make for excellent gifts as well. Birthdays, anything like that. and they really do bring an extra level of fun to a timepiece. And you fall in love again with a timepiece you might have gotten slightly bored with. It's just a fantastic way to express yourself and match your outfits. You can have so much fun. Anyway guys, check out these amazing brands. I try and bring the most highest quality for the best prices, and the best looking as well. I mean, there's got to be something for everybody here. So yeah, have fun guys, and check out the links down below. Anyway, let's take it back to the studio. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave it there. I have to dash off to work. But let me know which straps you enjoyed the most, which are your favorites. Also guys, if you have any brands, particular straps you recommend I should check out, I should feature on the channel, please do nominate down below and let me know which ones are your favorites. I'd really appreciate your feedback. And also guys, if you want recommendations on the best rubber straps, best bracelets, Perlons, NATO straps, also a guide on how to fit them, check out the archives. I've covered all of this in previous videos. So thank you very, very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and found it useful. And as always guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, ciao.